So over the years, roguelike titles have seen a massive boon with titles such as Hades, Enter the Gungeon, The Binding of Isaac, and even Dead Cells. And as this genre has continued to turn heads in the mainstream, 2022 and beyond is set to be no different, as we got huge titles set to come to the Nintendo Switch that are awesome roguelites. So my goal in this video is to give you the best upcoming roguelike and roguelike games for this awesome handheld. With that, make sure you guys let me know what games I missed on this list in the comments below, and subscribe for future indie games content like this for the Nintendo Switch. With that, let's get going. So Astral Ascent is a roguelike game that stands out from this list because you can choose between 4 characters who then must escape the garden by defeating 12 very powerful bosses. Each run you're going to get stronger and progress, with each of the 4 character stories being slowly unlocked as you go through the game. What's also unique about this pixel art action roguelike game is the fact that you can jump in with 2-player co-op. So if you wanted a roguelike experience with a friend, I think this is going to be your jam. There's also already a demo for Astral Ascent, so you don't have to wait to try, but if not, this will launch soon in 2022. Now, Below the Stone is a hand-drawn pixel art roguelike about dwarves on a quest in the deepest depths to collect metal and gems for your kin. But with all the extra materials you get, you can then craft whatever the heck you want. A sword, a pickaxe, even armor, and then storing your items on your journey will be key for your next runs as you try your best to survive, especially as you lose everything when you die. It's a really neat way of kind of gambling with your gameplay, and I love it. The game is procedurally generated with a dozen biomes to explore, and this is certainly a game I'm looking forward to when it releases sometime in 2022. Curse to Golf is a different take on the roguelike genre, where every shot counts and players are tasked with making it out of the Gulf Purgatory. As you make your way through various levels in the 4 biomes that are randomly ordered courses and randomly generated, you'll want to avoid hazards like TNT boxes, spikes, and a lot more. It's certainly a unique take on the roguelike genre, combining golf and dungeons with, golf holes, but it's one that you absolutely want to watch for, as it's set to release pretty soon. So Ember Knights is a fast-paced dungeon crawler with roguelike elements, with the ability to jump in and really enjoy this in a multiplayer setting. Different combat styles, magic that you'll be discovering, upgrading your character with stackable combat buffs, and of course, no single run is going to be like the previous one. This game does declare its multiplayer marketing in full gear, so you might have the most fun jumping in some couch or online co-op with this one. Ember Knights is set to release in spring of 2022. So Endless Dungeons, a roguelike tactical action game set in the Endless universe, and as you recruit your team of heroes, you have to protect your crystal, and of course you're going to get a never-ending wave of monsters in an abandoned spaceship. As you build your team of 3 with all special abilities, you'll be strategizing and figuring out how to survive and stay alive. The gameplay has real-time strategy mixed with roguelike elements, and this really makes a super intriguing game. I'm personally excited to see it when it releases sometime in the future. Immortal and the Death That Follows is a roguelike side-scrolling beat-em-up where you develop your own unique fighting style. You form your own gang while trying to escape prison meant for only demigods. What's unique about this game is how you actually create a new fighting style every time you play. The combat's going to be very fast-paced and it looks very fluid. Obviously, the visuals here are certainly different, and it does run on Unreal Engine, so that's super interesting. There's also a demo set to release in 2022, and hopefully the game will also come right alongside it. So Oaken is a tactical turn-based roguelike card battler with stunning visuals. It is hero-oriented, so you'll be controlling a specific deck. You'll get randomly generated world maps, lots of levels and bosses to fight. You'll upgrade your spells and your spirits. The combat is tactical with a hex grid where positions and rotations will matter. I'm a big fan of card battlers, and this one's no different. Oaken is set to arrive sometime in 2022. So Sandwalkers is a heck of a roguelike turn-based exploration game where you build your team and you face countless dangers, all the while trying to gain knowledge to resurrect the Mother Tree. The game has a lot of mechanics in play, as you and your team can build and do things like tame hostile creatures as a hunter. You can explore ruins with your archaeologist. Along your journey, you're going to rescue refugees, you're going to seek more allies for aid, or be brutal and actually just kill everything in your path. The choices you make will affect your future expeditions. Out of this entire list, I think this is one of my most anticipated roguelike titles, and this one should easily be on your radar when it releases sometime in the future. Wizard with a Gun is an online cooperative sandbox survival action roguelike set in a magical wilderness with dangerous creatures and arcane mysteries. You can play this solo or with friends. You'll be collecting, you'll be crafting, outfitting your wizard however you want. The game does feature randomly generated biomes, magical weapon crafting, and enchanted ammunition for your arsenal of guns. Honestly here, this gameplay looks super fast, super fluid, and super good. I'm excited for this one, and it's near the top of my list as it releases sometime in 2022. I certainly wanted to save the best for last, and that comes in the form of Cult of Lamb. Right away, to me, this story is fascinating. You play as a possessed lamb saved from annihilation by a stranger, only you must repay the debt by building a loyal following in his name. You start your own cult, you lead your flock of loyal worshippers, and your goal is to collect resources to build new structures, perform dark arts, and lead your people, all the while destroying any non-believers. The visuals, the game's theme to me are all top-notch. The gameplay looks excellent. This is easily my very most anticipated roguelike of 2022. With that, guys, let me know which games I've missed and which ones on the list you guys are most excited for. I'm Sunny, and as always, thanks for watching.